Hello, everyone. I'm reporting to you live from Johannesburg to bring you breaking news. The government of South Africa has just announced that it will be imposing a lifetime visa ban on the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. This decision comes after months of tensions between the South African government and the royal family over Markle's criticism of South Africa's apartheid era. Let me provide some background on the growing feud. As you may know, Markle and her husband Prince Harry toured South Africa back in 2019 shortly after their wedding. During that trip, Markle made comments criticizing the injustices of apartheid and compared it to current racial tensions in America. She said, "I've heard it's still quite troubled. There's no shame in that. The progress has been amazing, but there's still a long way to go." These remarks did not sit well with many in the ruling party, the African National Congress. They felt Markle was overstepping and inappropriately criticizing South Africa's leadership. Some government ministers called her naive and disrespectful. Tensions escalated last year when the couple did an explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey. In that interview, Markle talked at length about facing racism both as a royal and in the UK media. She also doubled down on her criticism of apartheid, saying, "It's still such a troubled past and a traumatic past, and that, from my standpoint, it's very easy to see how some of that manifested 20 years ago, but I think we're at a place now where we can learn from global communities." This really angered South African President Cyril Ramaphosa and other ANC leadership. They argued Markle showed a profound lack of cultural sensitivity and understanding of South Africa's progress since the end of apartheid. Ramaphosa said Markle was speaking as if apartheid was still in effect and ignoring the achievements of the post-1994 democracy. Things heated up even more last month when Prince Harry came to South Africa for an official visit without Markle. In an interview, he defended his wife and suggested South Africa still had deep-rooted problems it needs to address. This was seen as a direct insult and an accusation against the current government. The final straw came yesterday when Markle herself published a widely shared op-ed in an American newspaper. In it, she wrote that South Africa and other countries still struggle with apartheid-era damage and have a long way to go for true redemption and reconciliation. This outright condemnation of South Africa from abroad was just too much for President Ramaphosa to accept. Late last night, his office released a statement announcing Meghan Markle will no longer be permitted entry into South Africa for life due to her disrespectful and antagonistic comments about the nation. Ramaphosa said Markle has shown herself to be willfully ignorant of the realities of post-apartheid South Africa and that she is now persona non grata in the country, banning her from visas or visits going forward. International relations experts are expressing shock at the harshness of this lifetime visa ban. It's extremely rare for any world leader to officially blacklist another public figure in this manner. Most agree it will significantly damage diplomatic relations between Britain and South Africa. Britain's Foreign Secretary has already condemned the move as disproportionate and an overreaction. She said criticisms from public figures should be countered with open dialogue, not by punishment or restrictions on movement. Prince Harry expressed deep disappointment in South Africa for punishing his wife in this way. Meanwhile, supporters of the South African government say the ban was absolutely necessary and justified. They argue Markle overstepped by repeatedly passing judgment on another sovereign country from abroad without proper understanding. Some even see this as an insult to those who lived and died fighting apartheid. It remains to be seen how the relationship between these two nations will develop in light of this major diplomatic spat ignited by Markle's comments. For now, it's clear bad blood has been stirred up and the Duchess of Sussex will no longer be traveling to South Africa anytime soon. This has been a developing story and we'll continue bringing you updates as more information surfaces. But for now, that's the latest on South Africa's surprising and unprecedented lifetime visa ban against Meghan Markle. Let me know if you have any other questions.